So say you have a construction company for sale, and you're going to get overwhelmed. A lot of people that want to buy. Some of them are real, some of them aren't.
Right.
Anyone that signs an NDA, you should tag the buyer to the listing. He can show you how to do it. He does it very well.
But for example, like my buyer that's interested in a listing that's not mine, right? So like for like the Mr. Mosquito thing. So do I tag my buyer on Mr. Mosquito's listing?
You should just make a note of it if it's not yours.
Just a note, right? Okay.
The goal is to get as much listings for yourself as possible. That's the name of this game.
That's what I was working on today.
It's all about your listings.
So take the buyer on the buyer type, right?
Everybody is. It's completely different when you're dealing with a kid's business.
It's just great because you're getting started now, and these are learning things that you can avoid because you have us.
Right.
Anything else you have that you have questions on?
I just have 2 other people I'm trying to get a hold of that inquired but didn't sign an NDA yet, so I don't really want to waste too much time if I'm resending an NDA. Like,
Yeah, if they're not going to sign an NDA, imagine you're going to deal with it.
Yeah, absolutely not. Yeah. That's it. For now.
Awesome. Good stuff. Stan, anything? Oh, the 5 you spoke to the song?
We're supposed to link up Friday morning. I'm just confirming with the seller right now.
Nice.
On that appointment. And then I have my first listing as well, the dry cleaners.
Nice.
Yes.
Tell me a little more about it.
The dry cleaners. Okay. These new, it's a boyfriend and girlfriend. I think they've been having some sort of work beef and they want to part ways. Sell price is $75,000. They owned it for a year, but previously it's been there for 15 years already. They're grossing $125 a year.
It was 99.
I had it at 99. They have it at they want 75, but I listed it at 99. So we have a little room to play with.
So we'll start
So you can get paid.
Yeah, so we can get paid. Yeah, they're trying to sell, but they are a drop store. They don't do the dry cleaning on premises, so they get it picked up. 30% of their business is alteration business. Maybe a little like 40% of the business, the alteration business. That lady wants to stay there. She doesn't want to move. They do a 50-50 split with the alterations lady. And then the rest of the business is the dry cleaning that they get picked up. And I think it costs them like a third of their price for that service.
I'll do a story and tag you on this one.
Okay.
Anything else?
You see, like, I would say like a buyer, what kind of buyer would be attracted to something like this?
I think someone that owns another store, that's a nice start. If they own another store in the area, or
I was talking to like my dry cleaners where I dropped off my clothes. They're saying like, so the Koreans were the original dry cleaning people, right? They're getting brought out by Chinese, maybe like Indian, Spanish. So they're coming in and buying it. Now, when it's a Korean brand dry cleaners, they do more quality as opposed to quantity. They focus on that. So that's what the lady was telling me. So this is like a drop store. So they can't control the quality that comes out of those places, right? So I was asking her, what kind of buyers are interested in something like that? She said maybe try the companies that pick up these dry cleaners. They might want to buy these type of businesses. So if anybody knows like commercial dry cleaning companies, they might want buy these drop stores. They're called drop stores.
One of the drop stores is not far from there. Yeah, he does it for a lot of people, and it's not far from there.
Okay, what's it called?
It's in a shopping plaza. It's right by when you go down all the restaurants. It's right there because I know the guy who drops off at my house. That's where he gets. They do his as you make the left. Yeah, as you make the left, it's right there.
Okay. I'll check that out. So yeah, I've been posting on my Instagram. Had a couple people.
LinkedIn? Do you have LinkedIn?
No, I don't. No. Put it on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
LinkedIn? I'll get on that soon.
Everyone should have a LinkedIn. It's huge. I'm gonna post it up for you too.
The type of scenario, like it would have to be like somebody that does cash business, that might want a little business on the side. Somebody like that.
There's so many scenarios.
Yeah, but it has to be, or somebody that has a parent that doesn't work, that they want to buy a business, let the parent work, something like that, or maybe a young couple that wants, that has extra little money, wants to do it part-time. I think these are the type of people I'm targeting that are actually reaching out to me. So,
I think it's priced well. What do you think? You sell a lot of dry cleaners. What do you think? 75,000.
75,000, what's the net that they're making there?
so I saw the, so it's kind of tricky, right?
Are they making
Profit is 40,000, 40, a little over 40,000 is the profit, but that's before like the owners get paid. So
So no salary is 40,000.
yeah,
So you're buying a job.
yep, correct.
Find somebody that wants to buy a job. That's it.
So I'm thinking about these type of people that might want a little business on the side just to clean up their books. I don't know.
The biggest thing that I do that like amazes me about this business, like our opinion about who it is won't matter because it will just be someone like you would never even think of.
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
Like I think, oh, this business is never gonna sell. And then I sell that type of business. I'm like, how the hell did I sell that? You just never know.
Yeah. Well, I think like these 100,000 and a little bit above, below, a lot of people
You just sold the dry
have
cleaners.
A lot of people are interested.
He bought, he was the one that was down the block, and he owns 4 of them. And it was a great spot, so like really just go right to the next town, find a buyer.
Yeah.
Would that guy be interested in this?
It said right at this point, he's a little kind of extended because he's, with the new acquisition. And he owns one of Rockville Center that we're going to be selling.
But maybe he knows someone that would want to buy.
Yeah.
That's close enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
I'll
the
reach out.
pricing is fair, what he's asking. So I think he'll go a little lower too. I'm
Because the
feeling
drop
that.
stores,
Did he sign the agreement already?
Yes, I have the listing.
You said it's listed for 99,000.
Yeah, I haven't. That's what I told him.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't inputted in on Monday's CRM yet. So I have to do that next to get the marketing kit and stuff like that.
that's actually Christian's client, but I'll reach out, to
Because he might even know a friend that owns
Dan.
one.
Yeah, great guy.
All right.
Did somebody sell another dry cleaner?
She was saying that he's very particular who he sells to. This has to be somebody in the business. That's what he wants to.
I got a call today. I one of my good friends, he bought a laundromat from us 3 weeks ago in the Bronx. And he's like a 10-figure guy. I mean, he just bought it for his dad. And he's a CEO of a 40,000 agent real estate company. And he called me today and said, I just want to sell it because I just got promoted. I'm going to be CEO. This is a publicly traded company. And he's like, I gave the listing to Christian and Justin Norman. So they're going to handle it, but it's going to be available.
Spoke to the CEO of the franchise, and he sold others that was also a very similar situation, and they sold right away, he told me. So
Let's get the marketing up. So probably do that.
they had somebody as a franchise.
What's the?
The guy who, Black Rock Bar and Grill, the guy who did it, it's just like Australian. He won one of the like cooking shows, and they like bring a stone out, and they do it in front of you.
I go to Black Rock in Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale, so I just
Oh, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same thing.
great. You like cook your own steak.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's not a big deal.
No.
You cook your own.
If you live there, you were in the business, you can turn this around. I think it's a good deal.
Very, very.
Definitely the owner that's the problem here.
And the CEO told me that.
And
We
what's,
had a statement, so she's really,
and what's the royalty?
4% is the franchise fee and 1% marketing.
And do they need to have a show like a certain net worth to?
I don't know,
Franchise.
but the CEO was very,
He probably wants her out.
yeah, I got him on phone, called me back, sent me, other
He's
stuff.
talking about maybe selling the whole thing, actually. Once we sell this.
I got other stuff on that. So, okay, go away. I'm sorry, I got a lot of stuff that I think.
It's all good.
An LOI, is there an LOI in our docs?
Yeah.
There is, okay. And that would be in Slack?
That would be Monday.
In Monday,
The
okay.
knowledge-based notes.
Okay. I have a seller who came through my attorney. It's a commercial property, 11,000 square feet, acre property, but the business nets 450. It's a
What kind of business?
electroplating for like bay electronics, a lot of like airplane building and business, except I know this on film, he's erratic. He likes to use the F word and he's hard to control. So I had a call with him yesterday. Yeah, but like my attorney is his attorney, so that's how I got it. And he's just like, he called me back, gave me his thing, he sent me a lot of financials, so I have a lot of it. The first call I had, within 10 minutes, I had a lot of this stuff. He's a real seller. Yeah, he's a real seller. I think the building, I went over something was for sale. The building was $3 million. He nets $450. He wants $6 million, so I'm not sure if that's accurate. We would have to, we're all set. We'll do an evaluation on that
Next week.
Yeah, so we'll figure out something in that. But that's
An
coming.
acre property is a nice size.
Yeah, and the building is certified for this type of business. So I looked throughout the country. And there's a bunch in New York. There's one in Pennsylvania that has 200 employees. There's
I think it's $1 million overpriced or so. But
that's what I kind of thought on first
Get the
thing.
exact address, we can look it up.
Yeah.
hey, how you doing? Charlie, everything's great. Yourself?
Not too bad. So I was working with a PE company when they wanted to do an auto body global here. And they kind of needed a guy on the floor, so it's like go out and see. And I have a portfolio of fucking stupid amount of body shops that I could sell.
Wow.
I was telling them about it. So if you guys have some buyers for some of these, I can definitely, we can definitely talk about some of those things because they came in, they hit the ground running, and then what happened was they were getting ready to close on a few, and when they got the 2025 numbers, 2025 brutal to this industry. So there was a steep decline in everybody across the board, and they just kind of pumped the brakes on it. And I was like, dude, what do you guys know? We have just a fucking portfolio.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I mean, it's right up our alley. I mean, even if you want to set up a meeting and meet in person, we got the right people.
Absolutely.
We can piece it off. I think the best thing with us is we have individual buyers. So we got guys that have a few $1 million that want to invest, and then we can piece off each location.
I can definitely piece them off. I've been tossing around the idea of selling mine. Going back and forth with it for a while. Just because the industry definitely, changes and then worse. And then they got
I look forward to meeting you. Have a good one.
Bing bong.
That's it.
Bing bong.
He only wants to.
Sorry, Pedro.
Sorry,
It's the same
guy we spoke Mike before too.
It's
Remember?
cold.
I speak to him too.
Not taking action right
What's his
away.
name? Look, I'll show you.
Charlie.
I just heard auto body. I've been working Charlie.
No, because Charlie, I've been working 2 years, man.
All right,
I know you can. You can.
He's your buyer. You know his family.
I've
only been working with him 2 weeks. You got somebody.
I'll see you when I stop. It's a shop.
Whereas I sell businesses, there's a huge market. Do you know anyone that wants to buy or sell?
Yeah,
That's it. And then build a wow.
I just went down the line and sent that pretty much to everybody.
To everybody.
Yeah.
Nice. Smart. So that's a big thing for everyone.
I have one more question. This is a friend's business.
Just so you can tell them, we sold 2 home healthcare deals this year. One for $6.1 million.
Okay, well, let me write this down.
Yeah, in Connecticut.
One for 6.1,
And another one for $6.
another one for 6.
Both in Connecticut.
You have any more for sale? I know.
Yeah, we have another one for the same, around the same price point.
Yeah, he's
My wife's cousin's best friends in healthcare. Big dog too.
Yeah.
Big.
this is my good
And we
friend.
got 10 points on each one.
Really? But I'm a little apprehensive to almost get involved because it's a friend.
I would put Brian on with them, and the guy will be so.
Yeah, there's 50 million a year, and it's about 600 to 700 employees.
Yeah, Brian Dubbs and like that. It's Brian today. We're closing a $58 million deal this week.
I'll talk to my friend first because I don't want to be like, say you've been doing this for 5 months and all of a sudden.
He heads up healthcare at Headstone. They do about $150 million a year, just healthcare. That's what Brian does a year.
Okay.
Through Headstone.
So I'll reach out to my friend first.
Yeah. So this is the guy you want to talk to.
Okay.
So this
been a
place
while.
is, my friend bought it from me.
That's the $10 million one, right?
No, but now we're selling the property. So we got the property for 5.5. 5.55, let's say. Did you sign the LOI?
He's gonna go today. They're both brothers there. Everything is done. It's a training.
It's not done until the money is done.
I know, but we gotta wait until.
So right now the property is off because it seems very good. So we got the business. The business is 3.8 million. I need everyone to please put the shit out of this place. The seller, I told the seller I have someone look at it today. I need it
So
done.
now it's only business, you're selling business, no property?
Which one?
Yeah.
The car wash and milk
Yellow
place?
place.
So the 8 million for both?
No,
No, just the
No, no,
business.
no.
The property's
no
not included.
business.
This is where it gets good. The business is 3.8 million. He's willing to hold 2.8 in a note.
Wow.
Over 30 years. Wow. At 7%. So after paying the note, after paying everything, you're left with 25% cash on cash. I crunched the numbers.
He nets $1 million.
No, so
Can you do that whiteboard presentation with the cash on cash return? That was really good.
Let's do
I
it.
have no idea.
I want to do it. It's a good idea, actually.
Because that's like a real cool selling tool.
Yeah, I like the way it's visual.
So
I'll use that as a dry erase for a bond.
So the gross revenue was roughly 200,000 a month, give or take.
So 200,000 K.
In the car wash business, I like to do it.
So you should record this.
Oh, you got it. In the car wash business, I like to do it monthly, especially when it's good months right now. Like this is a good month, so you do it. If it's not a good month, then you do it yearly. It's always about perception. So $200,000 a month is the revenue. It's high. It's high. It's about $34,000 a month. High, right? But it does $200,000 a month. You got payroll, which is about 60 to 65,000 a month. Let's say 65,000 a month.
Is the rent gonna stay the same from now on?
Let me pull up all the expenses real quick. This is good. Sales tax, $12,000. That's the average what he pays. I don't even really want to get into that actually, but yeah, just say 12,000. Real estate taxes, 2,500. Insurance, 4,500.
Those are all monthly, right?
These are all monthly. Electric, 5,000. Gas, 1,000. Computer, internet, telephone, 300. Garbage, 500. Oil supply, so it's an oil lube as well, which is a very small part of the business, but that's the upside. You can really do better with the oil. It's about 12,000. And then we have $3,000 for chemicals and soaps. We got $1,500 for the C-store. We got $200 for the fire alarm, $200 for the POS, and then $2,000 miscellaneous. So we're looking at a total of $152,000 in expenses. And the place makes $200,000, right? So let's just round it out. Actually, no, it's not rounded out. That's $48,000 profit after everything. And then you have the note. So the note, let's make the note 2.5 million. Someone gives them 1.3, and the note's 2.5 million. So 2.5 million. He wants a 7% interest rate, which is a little negotiable on. 30 years. 7% is about 16,600 a month, right? You times that by 12. You're looking at 200,000, roughly. A little less.
So what's it?
16,600 times 12. What is that, 200? 199, 200. So 200,000. So 48,000 is the profit. Minus the 16,600 is what? That's 33,000. No, sorry, 31,000.
Right? 48 minus 16.6 is 31,400.
31,400. So 31,400 is what you are gonna make profit a month. Times that by 12. You're looking at $372,000 a year. You're putting down $1.3 million. right? So what's your cash on cash return? It is 372 divided by 1,000,003. You're looking at 28.6%.
Oh, wait a second. You lost me the last part. I was there.
26%?
28.6.
I was following you just turned left on me. So we netting 31,400 after the note, and then where'd you go?
Times it by 12 for a year.
Okay.
So what does that come out to a year profit?
376,800.
So what are you putting down as a down payment?
1.3.
1.3.
Yeah, 1.3 you said.
So how fast will it take to get my 1.3 back?
28.7.
So you divided by 1.3?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's that average for,
That's good.
4 years?
Ah, I got it now.
Yeah, that's actually a good deal.